All right, guys, we're out here for an archery antelope hunt in the great state of Wyoming. Here with Caleb.
What up?
Got the bows broke out, throwing some shots. We're gonna try to fill 2 tags this weekend, and we've got 5 days to get it done. Go. Alright, so we spotted another bedded buck. This one's a lot closer, and he's over this little rise. So I think if I can clear it, I'll have like a 50-yard shot on him. Flip the coin, I get to stalk this one. Caleb will get the next one. Hey, buck. Ah, damn it. I don't know. I thought I had him. I was on hands and knees for like 30 minutes crawling over this rise. And I'm thinking that the does on the skyline spotted me, kicked him up out of his bed. And by the time I stood up to try to clear it, he was 100 yards down. So it is what it is. We'll move on to the next stalk and try to get some good film of it too.
Next one.
We spent the rest of that afternoon covering a ton of country, glassing over it, hiking, driving. You know the drill with these antelope. Now, we did eventually find those 2 bucks that we were after. They were running in a pair, and they were both just great mature bucks. A lot of mass, high cutters, just everything that you could look for in an antelope buck. Now, the problem with these 2 is that they were running in such flat country that we had virtually nothing to sneak behind. Now, we could have tried a stalk, but it was a half a mile away, and we were coming up on darkness already. So really all we would have accomplished is blowing these bucks out of the unit, and there was that glimmer of hope that we might find them the next morning. Well, wouldn't be a night at camp without a rattlesnake between the food and the targets. Really not sure how to handle this one, but Caleb will handle it.
I guess so, man. Oh gosh, dude. All right, I'm gonna keep videoing this because I'm gonna be nice in here.
Let's see it. Pull the tote, and then I'll be able to get to him with the gun. Oh shoot!
Is he still in the?
He's still in the crevasse. Here, watch this. Ooh, shoot! Not sure what to do about this one, boys. He decided to claim our target as his own. On me, little bugger. Not a huge snake, but a little bit sketchy when you're sitting down eating dinner at 10 p.m. We'll get rid of him and get ready for the antelope hunt tomorrow.
I got some rough ones.
On day 2 out here, day 1, we got in a lot of close stalks, but just couldn't quite seal the deal. So back at it. We've got a couple bucks we want to check in on, and then maybe head to the other side of the unit and see what's over there.
Just found another buck that we're gonna go after. I'm gonna take this ditch up. He's sitting kind of on a flat top. He seems like he's in an okay spot. He's by himself, so we'll see what we can do.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Damn it. Good old walk of shame. Poor guy.
And then I was like, but there's a bunch further back. Yeah. And then I kept seeing eyes and eyes and eyes, and I was like, there's no point. Each got 3 stalks today. Yeah. Not bad. Right. We got a whole lot more tomorrow. And we're only going to get better, right? Yeah.
Can't kill anything. Find sheds. The next few days felt like we could do nothing right. We would take our time on the stalk, get within range, and then get busted. Take this stalk, for example, at 40 yards, and the doe caught me right before I was going to drop back. This buck was running around some higher country, clearly rutted up a little bit, and it was time to break out the decoy. Surprisingly, he responded very well, and he was not spooked off at all by the decoy. The only problem was he was right across the fence onto private land. 45-yard shot, broadside, and there was nothing we could do about it but watch him walk further onto private land. One of the biggest bucks of the entire trip was running around some flat country that made it super difficult to stalk. Regardless, I tried to crawl across it and use what little cover I had to get within range. Him and his does were actually coming in towards me, so I made the decision to draw early and see if they would run in close range. Unfortunately, right as I got to full draw, they held up outside of 100 yards, much further than I'd be comfortable shooting. One of our last stalks was this buck on day 4, where we found him close by with not much light left.
It's getting dark on us. This buck's still hovering right around 80. Gonna have to call it quits and back out.
With nothing going right, we had 1 day left to try and make it count. It's that nice buck. I know there was one in there. Let's see, zoom out a little. Well, this morning, Wyoming decided to remind us what they're known for. We got about 40-mile-an-hour gusts for fighting. We did manage to spot up a good group of bucks. I'm gonna go try to put a play on them. Get a pretty good spot. If we get over the top, out of the wind, might be able to get something done. We're headed over there now, hoping the wind stays the same. If it does, I'm gonna head down the first cut, try to pop up on the group of bucks and just pick one and shoot. Caleb's got one the next draw over that's bedded facing away. He's gonna try to come around, make a play on him. We mapped our routes on Onyx. Caleb's buck was still bedded solo on the left side, and my buck was up and moving with a few other does on the right side. Now I had a bare spot picked out that I knew would give me roughly a 50-yard shot if I could just make it to there in time.
Let's go. This buck is right over the hill, and it's pouring rain on me.
Caleb's buck spooked out early, so he was able to sneak in behind me and get some film as I closed the distance on this group. As I was finally clearing that bare spot, the buck snuck down below and actually started feeding out over below where Caleb was at. And just like that, we watched our opportunity walk down into the draw and out of archery range for the last time in our 2025 hunt.